A person's sense of self-esteem or self-importance. And we're back into this.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to Clock In Podcast.
Damn, you loud as shit.
I'm in a rush.
But it hurt me and shit. Welcome to Clocked In Podcast, man. This is episode 22.
That's my favorite number.
What, 22?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. Derek Jeter.
Ew.
I'm the second Derek Jeter, you know what I mean?
Ew, that's nasty.
Too.
That's disgusting. I don't even know why I asked. But let's clock in, bro, before we even start anything. Let's get in there.
Beep.
My name is Lewis.
My name is Kenny.
Oh, I thought it was Ken. Just Ken.
Well, usually my name is Kenny.
Crackhead.
But you call me Kenneth.
I like calling you Kenneth. When I'm mad, I call you Kenneth.
I guess.
All right, Kenneth.
What's up with you, man? How are you? How's
Man,
everything?
I've been cooling, bro. I did a lot of editing today. I actually did some shit.
You went out and took the sun out?
The sun? Not today.
Not today.
I was just editing all day, honestly. I was trying out this new thing. I'll show you after the podcast, but it took me a lot longer than I thought to figure out this like effect thing, and yeah. But I figured it out. That's basically what I wanted to do. I got it done, man. And like we always say, man, tune into YouTube, tune in on the Clips channel.
Both channels.
Instagram.
If you want to look at the visuals, we are Clocked In Clips. If you want the audio,
Just hit me at the back
Apple
of the
Podcasts, Spotify, Anchor,
yes, sir, man.
TikTok, Twitter.
Tune in everywhere. If you already said the listen part. Instagram. Tune into the Instagram, man. The clips will be up there. And yeah, but what is this episode about, Kenneth?
Yes, sir. This episode, it's about the word ego.
The ego. The Lego
Ego.
my ego. So no, let me stop playing. It's about the ego. Should we hop straight into wait. Before we even get into the ego, yo, I found this thing out. Well, not really found this thing out because it's like public news, but did you know that in Canada they're like restricting, like basically to put it like into shorter terms, they're restricting like so they call freedom of speech basically.
Really?
Yeah. So now you can't post on YouTube or like any type of content anywhere. I think it's mostly YouTube. Like you can't post if it's not
under their guidelines or whatever.
If it's under their guidelines and if it's not Canadian, and like in the best interest of Canadians. There's like a new bill that's getting passed. They're like in the works of getting it passed right now. But like all the Canadian YouTubers are kind of flamed up because like now that's messing with their money.
That's crazy, yeah, bro.
Yeah, that's what happens when you give but you know the government's always put it in. They're saying, oh, it's for your safety and this and that. When you hear a government say it's for your safety, just know it's not for your safety. It's for their benefit. So make sure y'all stay woke and read out there because a lot of things that are going on that you won't even pay attention to in the media.
That's the thing. The media, they be showing everything, but
they be showing what they want you to see. The bull. But I can't say anything for that. You know what I'm saying?
Anyways,
yeah. Ready to start this? You want to start this? What should we do? Let's do rock, paper, scissors. Let's see who goes first.
One.
Best two out of one.
Right.
On go.
All right.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Or on shoot. My fault. I didn't even go. I didn't. On go. On shoot. Rock.
Wait. On shoot or go?
On shoot. My fault. I said go. That's why I had to stop. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. You go.
So I win?
Yeah.
All right. So you go first right now.
You want me to go first?
No, I win. Let me ask you. let me get ready to say my only word.
Your catchphrase.
Let me ask you something, sir.
What's up, Kenny?
In your own words.
Yeah.
What does ego mean?
Ego. Mm-hmm. I actually have the definition of ego. I'm gonna eat the mic.
In your own words, though.
I have the definition, but I'm gonna say my definition. Then I'll give you the definition. Mine, I feel like it's like your self belief, in a way. So like what you think of yourself, or yeah. So I just go with that. What you think of yourself. It's like you could either have a good or a bad ego. So like a self esteem kind of.
That's
like
what I
it
was
mixes
gonna
up
get at.
together.
That's where we're gonna. That was my second question. I mean, you already kind of answered, but ego, is it good or bad?
Oh, let me give the definition and then we'll get into that because that's that ass. I have one point like that as well. So on Google, It says ego, a person's sense of self-esteem or self-importance. It actually came from the Latin word ego, which literally means I.
Lego my ego.
So like me. Let me see. The part of the mind that dictates between the conscious and the unconscious and is responsible for reality testing and a sense of personal identity. I didn't even know that, but similar to self-esteem, self-importance, self-worth. If you want me to use it in a sentence, a boost to my ego. But what was your question?
Is it good or bad?
In my opinion, I feel like every man needs to have an ego. But the reason I say that is because now that you have an ego, now you have to justify the reason why you have that ego. So if you just have an ego for no reason, you're kind of a shit person. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you yourself have to now work towards why you have that ego. Because there's some people who literally have an ego for no reason.
That is true. There's people that is very arrogant. I feel like arrogant and ego.
Arrogance.
Yeah.
I mean, people use it in the same like conversation, but I could see where people would be like, "Oh, you're arrogant.
That's
you
the
have
thing.
a big ego."
People like people confuse. Yeah, both of them.
I mean, that's just a lot in the English language, though. A lot of people misuse, and I do that myself too. So I can't be like no, but a lot of people do that.
So this is the thing for me. There's good and bad. There's good ego, obviously, and like you said, I was watching this guy he was on Joe Rogan. He said that his ego was money, to get more money. So his
ego was to get more money. So like, how does that even work?
So like his way to get more money was like, I mean, his ego was to get more money. So like that was getting money was his motivation. Mm-hmm. So he used like he tried to become somebody because of the money. You know what I'm trying to say?
So he was using the ego as like a stepping stone, kind of and to justify why he wanted to get money, or just as motivation.
Somewhat, yeah. That's like. I mean, I didn't watch the whole video, but that was one of the points that I wanted to touch on. Mm-hmm. You know, you go on Instagram, you see these accounts, you see these people. Actually, I was on the phone with you the other day, and I said, "Yo, these people are kind of getting me tight." You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah. So I'm trying to get at.
I had to think about it, but now I remember. Yeah.
You know. So I'm trying to get.
Some people's accounts be whoa.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like some accounts, and there's nothing wrong. Trust me.
I don't care, but it's just like, damn.
Yeah, account, man.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all do what you want.
But some people, their ego, bro.
Wild. But I mean, do they justify? I mean, we can't even say they justify because
we don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, we don't know them honestly. But just from like seeing it, like first impression, I guess.
Yeah, it's Hollywood.
So yeah, you know so but that goes into like one of my questions. Do you believe that you have a strong or a weak ego?
Me?
Yeah.
Well, let me say this. I have the good ego and the bad ego, I guess, in a sense.
All right, justify.
So I know my abilities. I know what I'm capable of. So me, I'm gonna give you an example. Me playing baseball, my ego is through the roof. You know what I mean? I'm like, I'm here, nobody but me. You know what I mean? I'm him.
But can't you put that on everything else though?
Yeah, but I can't put that in something that I know I'm not good at.
Why not?
Because I know I'm not good.
What? Fuck
if you put me to ice skate, I'm not good at that, and I can't be there. Yeah, I'm the best at this because you know what I mean.
But can you get to that point?
To what?
Where you're like really good at it?
Really good, yeah, but not the best.
Don't you think it starts with that mindset though?
Nah.
Yeah, I think it
you
does.
know why though? Because it just you gotta be honest. You know what I mean? Like if you're not good at something, then
nobody's good at anything in the beginning. But I'm saying, let's say for example, let's use talent for an example. You don't know how talented you are until you actually do something. So you could be the best tennis player in the world, but until you
try tennis,
and unless you actually put the time in, you're not gonna discover the talent.
I've been thinking tennis is baseball, be swinging that thing, man.
You're wild, but I'm saying it starts with that mindset, though. Like
I get what you're saying. No, for sure. I get what you're saying.
So you agree? You think that mindset is important?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So let's say you're like you said ice skating, and you're coming into it like I'm the best ice skater here. I don't care what anybody says. Even though you're booty, but eventually that drive is gonna like make you get better.
But that's what I'm saying.
Now you gotta justify
that mindset, stepping outside the ice skating, that mindset on baseball, The mindset is only on my mind. It's not on my mouth. Like, you don't hear it. You don't hear it. Nobody else hears it. You know what I mean?
I mean, I don't know. I like to talk.
I don't, bro. I mean, I'm not.
It makes it fun.
It does.
When I'm taking it seriously, though, because there's some people who be talking and then I'm not even taking it seriously. I don't even care.
That's one thing that gets me upset. Like, bro, I kid you not, bro. You play with me. You see me play. Not one word comes out of my mouth.
No, Kenneth doesn't even talk to the second baseman or the shortstop at second base. Like, I don't get it.
And bro,
but like, yo, what's up?
Nah, I be talking. I be like, what's up? But not until
to the umps too. I'm not gonna lie.
Not until like to get into your head, like, oh, he's strike him out. Like, I'm not doing any of that.
Why not? You could get into somebody's head like that.
I don't care, bro.
That was Kobe's and Michael Jordan's like biggest weapon. Like they used that against people because they knew they could get in their head and mess with them.
As long as I'm good on my mind, bro, trust me, I'm good. I don't care where your mind's at. If you're matter of fact, if you're against me, I don't care about you, bro. You know what I mean?
I don't agree with that.
Why?
Because I know what you're saying, but let's say, for example, let's put it into a fight. Mm-hmm. If you get into their head, more likely they're gonna make a mistake. So now you're being like smarter. You know what I'm saying? Like, I do get what you're saying, and I agree that you should think like that and not care about the other person in your own head. But in reality, if you have a way to get an advantage from somebody else, you might as well.
Yeah.
But I do get what you're saying. In your own like head, in your world, like, you don't care about anybody else. You just focus. Type.
But also, that's just my personality. Like,
everybody's different.
Not even that. Just I don't speak. But the thing that I was trying to get at is like,
when people chatting, talk, he's lying, talking about I don't speak.
When people be trying to get in my head, it's like, bro, don't waste your time. You're not gonna get in my head, and I'm not going out of my way to talk to you.
He needs to learn that.
But believe, if you talk about me and I do something, I'm gonna just look at you and be like, come on, don't get me started now. You got me started.
To get in my head all the time. I just look at him like, "Hey, what are you doing? Like, it's not gonna work." And then they say I have like the smallest like little like reaction. He's, oh my god!
When you had
a big ass deal, I'm just like, come on, man, you're a bot.
Over there,
I'm not worried about you, bro. Come on. But I mean, no, I don't. I think my ego is strong, and I want it to be strong. I don't want my ego to be.
I didn't answer your question.
So you think
my ego is strong?
Yeah, or weak?
Can I say mid? I mean, that sounds bad. Can I say like in the middle?
Mid, you're average.
No,
That's crazy.
In the middle. I don't have a strong or weak ego. That's what I meant to say.
So you're mid.
Wait, so describe a low ego.
You have low self-esteem. You don't really care about yourself. You don't have like, it's your sense of self-esteem or self-importance. So you don't find yourself important. So you think you have a strong ego?
See, that's the thing. I do find my ego's strong.
That's what I'm saying. I have a very strong ego.
My ego's strong, yeah.
And I have like, it's important, especially for us guys. It's like, bro, every guy wants to be like, you know what I'm saying, the top 1% guy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But if you don't have an ego, because think about it, what's the opposite of having an ego? It's like being like, no, that's not what I meant. I meant like, all right, so you're humble, but like you're way too humble if you don't have an ego at all. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ever seen Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson, after he did like the what's that drug called, the DMT?
DMT.
Yeah, he said that killed his ego, and then that's what like he became like humble. And before, if you think about it,
there's nothing wrong with being humble though.
No, but he became like overly humble. Like, you know what I'm saying? He didn't care about his own accomplishments. Like, he did not care about everything he did before all that. So I'm just like, would he really have gotten to that point of being there was a point where he was like the most feared man in the world. You know what I'm saying? Nobody wanted to fight him.
Yeah, but if you watch the same interview, I don't know exactly who it was with, but I seen the interview. I think it was with ESPN. I think.
I don't know. I think it was with Joe Rogan. I watched it. I'm not too sure.
I seen the one with Joe Rogan when he was talking about DMT. Mm-hmm. But he said that himself being like fierce, like he was fierce at all times, bro. Like even the trainers wouldn't want to step in the ring with him
because he was fucking monster. But I'm saying, do you think he would have gotten to that point, to that level, of being to the top if he was that humble?
I don't know.
But the reason why he got so far is because he was a monster.
On the mind on mix.
Yeah, that's true. Like, it wasn't healthy for him, but there's a reason why he's Mike Tyson now. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody, bro. When he got out of jail, bro, he was like 2-something, just straight jacked.
Yeah. But to be honest, it worked out for him because now that he's not boxing, he's at an age that he should be a little calm too.
He's chilling. He was actually like really scared of himself. That's really why. But the crazy thing is like he was a monster. And then I seen some. Remember we were talking about Andrew Tate. He was talking about yesterday. I think it was. I don't know what it was, but he was talking about how he wants his kids to grow up in like a deep Russia, like in the mountains and shit. So like they could come out like straight up like monsters. Built. You know what I'm saying? Not like crazy, not like built, but like their whole personality is like so raw. Like they grew up in the middle of the fucking woods and the mountains, cold as hell. Like, you know, their character is like really strong. And like that's what I see it as, is like if you have a weak ego, could you survive that?
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, do you think about the person, or like let's say it like this. So you know how they say weak strong men create weak times. Like that, I forget the full thing,
yeah,
but
yeah, I know what she's...
I use this example when I was talking to somebody, but think about a man now in his 20s in today's age compared to a man in his 20s in World War II. Who you think would win in a fight? The average man. Like if you put the average of the men now in their 20 and the average of the men back then in their 20.
Back then.
You know what I'm saying? Like we as a collective have gotten so soft and
the whole
complacent.
The whole war is soft, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
But I'm saying we've gotten so soft and complacent. Like, do you think that's an ego thing? Like they're trying to take your ego away type stuff. They want you to be like overly humble instead of being like a humble beast, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? They don't want you to be a beast. They just want you to be humble, like to the point where you're not, like, you don't care about anything.
I mean,
because there's nothing wrong with being humble, but the way I see it is like they're like trying to tame the inner beast inside you.
Yeah, like, I mean, you said there's nothing wrong with being humble. I think they're trying to not only take advantage of you, but they're mixing humble with just like taking power. Yeah, just control you.
Nah, that's what I'm saying. That thing in Canada is crazy.
Yeah,
that's wild.
I can't believe that.
You know how many people are gonna lose like income streams and stuff just because of that. And it's like it's going into like Parliament. Like they're really like in the process. They say it might take like up to 2 years, but like they're really like in the process of putting that law together. And it's like if they're doing that there, don't you think they're gonna start to like do some shit around here? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like once you give a government too much power,
once they see how it works, how that is on going. People.
But honestly, I feel like if it's gonna be like that, a lot of people are gonna just be out of Canada.
Yeah, out of Canada, out of here too, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Nah, that's just the way it goes. But yeah. I had another point, which basically it was I believe that having an ego and then trying to justify is literally the definition of chasing excellence. What do you think about that?
Ego chasing excellence.
Oh, it's live. It's live.
One of the that's the same thing, like going back to what I said before, having the ego, like you also gotta know how to control the ego, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what Mike Tyson couldn't. That's what he couldn't do. He couldn't control the ego.
Like the ego is good to a certain point. Like of course you could get to the top. Yeah, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. If you use it correctly and you know you have all your pieces, trying
to get to the top, man.
You know, yeah.
But as a humble beast, I don't really see it as some crazy stuff. But chasing the thing about the chasing excellence. So like, let's say I have an ego where I'm like, yeah, I'm the best man in the world. Like nobody can still. Let's still make it smaller. Let's be like, I'm the best 1% man in my state, something like that. So like now other people hear that, they're gonna be like, oh, he's just ignorant, not ignorant, arrogant. He's he thinks he's like I know it all. He thinks he's all that. You know what I'm saying? So now that kind of like, if I put myself in that person's shoes after saying something like that, now I'm like, damn, it's either I said that and I'm a liar, I actually am what they're telling me, or I'm gonna define myself. You know what I'm saying? So like in a way, I feel like if you don't have a big ego and then you say something like that and you don't back it up, it's just gonna end up hurting you in the long run.
You have to back it up. That's the thing too. You gotta know what you're saying.
Exactly.
You know, exactly. Like you can't just be saying no.
But I also do believe in, you know, speaking stuff into existence. So now I don't care what I say to somebody if it's really about my goals or something like that. And then we were watching a video last night where the guy was telling, like, everything was like, what was it, like the 10 rules or something? It was like 10 rules of a guy. He was saying like don't joke around your feelings, or like don't joke around not your feelings, your goals. Like, don't joke about that. Like the example he used, he was like two guys were chilling. I think he said working out or something like that, and the guy said what was it? oh yeah, like I'm gonna be a big time movie star, and then they started laughing. And it's like, bro, you're joking about your own goals and stuff like that. At that point, are you yourself even taking it serious? Like, yeah.
Yo, give me that, bro.
Well, so I'm just like, yeah, like I was like, I don't joke about my goals, but now I was like, after I heard that, I'm like, damn, that's very true. Like now I'm more conscious of it. So like anytime I talk about my goals or anything like that, I'm saying that shit with utmost arrogance. I don't care if you think I'm arrogant. I'm saying it how I want it to be because I'm obviously work to get to that point.
I think I asked you this before, and I think you answered, but off cameras, I want to make sure that everybody gets it.
On the phone?
Yeah, or in person. I don't know.
All right, what is it?
So, and it's a little ego, but like in a relationship. So, I already know you do it. I don't know if you do it to me or it's like everybody in your phone. How do you feel about? You have your notifications on?
My read receipts?
Yeah. You do?
Yeah.
Is that an ego?
No.
Because what you told me was like, if you text me and I leave you on red, it's because I deadass don't want to talk to you. Well, you said.
I guess actually now that you're saying it, I guess so. But the reason I did that honestly is.
You have it for everybody on?
Yeah, I have it for everybody. So it's like, bro, well, if I saw your message and I didn't respond, you know.
But do you do that on purpose though?
Well, not respond? Like I respond to most of my text messages.
Because I'm not gonna lie, bro. I used to have that on, and now like.
No, it's like if I'm gonna leave you on red, I'm gonna leave you on red in public. Like, you're gonna see that I left you on red.
I wanted to text back, but for some reason, I didn't. And hey man, I must say it again. I have about 1,000 messages that I haven't read or respond.
Yeah.
It's just I'm not a good texter.
Nah, I don't know. I feel like a bitch, bro.
Not even that. I just not because I feel bad too.
A coward. I'll say that.
I felt bad too because like. Bro, I'll leave you on. I think I leave you on. Like everybody.
You leave me on red every day, man. I leave you on red too, though. So it's okay.
You know, but I started feeling bad. So I was like, nah, I'm gonna turn it off.
No.
But is that like ego? You think?
I feel like it could be like if you're doing it on purpose. But the way I see it is like I feel like a coward if I read something and I don't want to reply, and then now it just left undelivered. You know what I'm saying? I was like if I most likely I'm a answer.
What happened to me too? Like I'll be at work, right? I'll be like walking. I check my phone, and then let's say you texting me. So let's say you text me like, yo, so what do you think about this?
Yeah.
And I have to text you a long ass paragraph. I'm gonna just leave you in red and reply to you later. And that's what happened too. Like I'll say that and just forget about it. Never text you back.
I didn't even notice that shit went off. But if you text me later, it's not gonna make a difference. You text it back. But I don't know. The way I see it is like, if I'm gonna leave you on red, I'm gonna make sure you know. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to have you send me a message and then you be like, did he see it? Did he not? Like, bro, honestly, everybody sees the message no matter what, because everybody has their phone on them 24/7. Like, nobody is walking around leaving their phone and then going across the fucking county and then coming back. Like, no, your phone is always with you. They're always looking at your message. So I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna leave your ass on red on purpose, and you're gonna see it. Like, I'm not gonna try to hide it. Like, I don't know.
One of the other points that I have, so let's say that I tell you that my car is blue.
Your car?
Yeah. And you're like, nah, bro, I saw your car is green. And then you go out, you see my car is blue. And I just still say that the car is green. You're not recognizing that.
Some hard-headed shit.
Right. Is that like ego? Because like, does that make you feel like you
what if they're colorblind?
Come on. Are you colorblind?
No. What I'm saying, what if they're colorblind in that?
I'm talking to you though. I'm talking to you like. Because this is the thing.
Why? Because like I want to be right. But like there's fact, bro. Like if I go outside and it's blue, I'm gonna say it's blue. Like, why would
That's
I?
What I'm saying. That was just an example. I'm saying like, if you messed up and you're not saying that you messed up, is it because of your ego? Is it because?
Yeah, I see. I get what you're trying to say now. Yeah, because like for some reason now you don't want to look like you're inferior to that person who was right. But like if I messed up and I'm not right, I'm gonna say I'm wrong. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's the thing.
Come on, man.
So This is one of the things that, if I'm wrong, bro, I remember when I first came to this country, the person that picked me up at the airport said, things you need to know here are how to say thank you, excuse me, and I'm sorry.
Why? I learned the bad words first.
Really?
Yeah. I think everybody learns the bad words in any language. I mean, like, I know how to say bad words in Portuguese, and I don't know a lick of Portuguese. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I feel like, I don't know.
You're just a badass kid, bro.
Me? Yeah. I was a badass kid, but that's just a product of being in DR and shit. I grew, like, now, bro, do you consider me like a Dominican?
You? No.
Yeah, like, I'm not. No, I don't, bro. I don't see it as a bad way. Like, and I don't even like to see it like that, because it's like, yeah, I'm Dominican, but bro, I'm human. I don't care what you see me as. Like,
I'm not gonna lie, I lost some Venezuelan credentials too. I just lost them with time.
I mean, I don't know, bro. Like, I'm Dominican, but not that Dominican. Like, there's some things that Dominicans be doing that I'm just like, damn. But like, I don't see any wrong in it. It's just like, I just won't do it myself.
That don't take away your Dominican.
Yeah, and right? People be like, oh, you're so whitewashed Dominican. I'm like, that doesn't even make sense. Like, what?
Just because you don't want to do
and
something.
Salami and shit. Like, just because I don't want to smoke hookah and fucking, ride around in a moped.
I kid you not, bro. I'm sorry, but wait.
Nah, I hate hookah. I don't like
bro,
hookah.
Bro, this is all you see on your story. And then for like 1 second, then everything goes.
Just smoke.
It's smoke everywhere, so I can't see your face anymore. And I say, bro, like, what are you imposing that? Like, you look crazy.
Yeah, I don't know.
Go ahead, man.
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I don't mind what people post. If I did, I would block them or unfollow them. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I do? I just mute your. If you
mute the story.
Yeah, I just don't see you again. I'm sorry.
Yeah. But bro, this is like, what are they really
accomplishing?
No, but it's like, all right. So now let's say, what's something that Venezuelans do that only you be like, okay, that's a Venezuelan ass thing to do?
We have some type of dance. It's called joropo.
Something else is not a dance. I mean, yeah, no, we used to dance. Let's say you're just a person that doesn't like to dance. So now you're not Venezuelan because you don't like to dance.
I don't know how. I used to know how to dance it.
But no, I'm saying you could dance salsa and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, so that doesn't make you Venezuelan now because you don't want to dance?
That's yeah.
So I'm saying, I don't want to smoke hookah, so now I'm not Dominican.
Sorry.
I'm sorry.
But like,
I wasn't born there. You know what I'm saying? I didn't live there for 8 years of my life. This isn't like, take that away. But I don't get it. I don't see a race. I don't see color. I see you as a person.
You lived there for 8 years?
Yeah. I came here when I was 9. Oh, yeah. 8 going into 9. I don't really remember.
Good for you.
But what I'm trying to say is, like, I don't see it as, you're Venezuelan, I'm Dominican. I see you as Kenny and I'm Louis. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like, I judge you by your character, not by what you look like or how you act. Well, yeah, how you act, but more of a, like, character-wise than just your background. Because I'm Dominican, but you don't see me, hey, que lo que, mama, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't be doing that shit. Unless we're like fucking around, but like, you know what I'm saying? Most of the time I'm just like, what's up? Even when I speak Spanish, I don't speak Spanish like I don't know, crazy. Like, you know how you could tell Dominicans.
Right, absolutely.
Yeah, I don't be speaking Spanish like that. I just be cool. And
I respect that.
Yeah, you do too, man. I don't know.
Sometimes I be throwing in my little Dominican accent, just trying to like blend in, It don't really work that well.
Oh man, you really think so?
Yeah.
Man, another example of like the ego stuff. You heard of the ego lifting when you're in the gym? Yeah. Somebody over there struggles with that.
I've been there. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I feel like everybody has.
But I'm like, I'll humble myself immediately.
Mm-hmm. No, I had to learn that shit the hard way. It's like, say for example, you go out in a group to go work out and everybody's doing mad heavy weight, and then now you feel like a a little B word. But it's just like, as long as you're doing the workout correctly, it doesn't matter what the weight is. Obviously, it does in a sense, but in the sense of like, if you're pulling, let's say you're pulling 150 pounds, and you're doing it all incorrectly and using every wrong body part that you're not supposed to be using,
then you're not doing anything.
Are you getting any progress?
Right. That's one of the things too. Like, I hate, not that I hate, but like, let's say you've been going to the gym for 2 years, bro, and it's my first day, and you put 245s, and you expect me to lift that, bro?
Yeah.
Come on now.
Yeah.
Let's be serious. Let's be real,
I mean,
And then
that's just unrealistic.
That happened to me, bro. And I remember I was to go with my friend. He goes,
but you yourself know though. That's the thing. You know you can't lift
bro,
that.
I said I can't.
Would you try it?
Not even, bro.
That's what I'm saying. There's people that actually be like, oh, I can't look like I'm weak, and then they actually try and end up getting hurt.
Yeah, no, but that happened to me. Like I did it myself. I was I picked them up. I picked up the weights. Oh, this ain't too heavy. So I got ready. I went like this, and I dropped them. Not even one rep. And then I was looking around to see if people looking at me because I look crazy.
I mean, there probably was people looking at you, but like, come on, man.
Do
I mean, no, actually, no. That's something that we need to realize. When you're in the gym, unless somebody's just literally staring at you, they don't care what you're doing. They literally focus on themselves. Have you ever heard of the thing of the phenomenon? Like when you walk in a room full of people, you think everybody's staring at you. But no, everybody's just worried about what if everybody's staring at them. Everybody's thinking the same thing you're thinking. Everybody's self-centered,
bro. Not gonna lie, bro. At the gym that you and I go to, there's some
I'm saying people be staring. Like if they're like physically staring at you, then
that need to be slapped.
I don't. They could look at me all they want. I don't care.
Nah, I'm not even saying.
Or like staring at other females.
Yeah, like
I mean, bro, as long as it's not me, you can go ahead and stare at anybody. You know what I'm saying?
Never mind. You already know what I'm gonna say.
No, the crazy lady. But what I meant is just like as long as I'm not the one that's staring at somebody, I don't care. Like,
right.
Did I tell you the story about the dude that I caught staring at the girl? I did.
I caught some dude too.
I did. Didn't I tell you?
Oh yeah. Then he was like,
yeah, this is it. He was, bro. I could tell he was Dominican. He just looked Dominican.
Nah, that's the thing, bro. There's guys that like will stop mid-set.
He dead ass stop.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. They'll get up, like act like they're getting the paper.
He didn't even do that. He didn't even do, bro. He was doing
Bro, oh my god.
What's that thing where like you're like holding yourself up like this and you're like pulling your legs up to do abs?
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, he was doing that, bro. He dead ass did like two. He stopped. He saw the girl, and then he just stood there. He was like, bro, for at least 15 seconds. And I was just staring at him. And then after he noticed that like I was staring at he looked at me. He was like, I was dying. I was like,
you know what I noticed, dude? Not that I noticed, that I started doing. Whenever I see a female that's somewhat of attractive. And I know that there's gonna be guys looking at her.
Everybody's staring at her.
I look at the guys to see what they do.
Oh no, I look at myself in the mirror.
But this is the thing. I don't do it. I don't care if you do it. But I would say my piece though. If you care, if you don't, whatever. You look crazy. I'm not saying you, but like people that does that, like you look insane. You look
unless the person that you're looking at is looking at you back. Cause bro, that's what girls be doing in the gym. They'll be just staring at you in the mirror.
This is the thing about females, bro. And then we're gonna
be fucking fiending in the mirror.
No, we're gonna say this for next podcast, but I'm gonna just say this. So I was doing in the second floor with the machine that you go like this, with arms. You know what I'm talking about? Right?
I know what you're talking about.
So there was this girl. You know what the leg press is, right?
Yeah.
Like
across.
Literally when you walk. Literally when you get
come up the stairs. Yeah.
She came all the way around, walked in front of me.
Yeah.
And then went to do the stretching part somewhere there.
In the back, like where the treadmills are?
Yeah, somewhere. I'm like, all right, that was a little
extra.
Well,
that's what they be doing.
You could have cut the other way. You could have not even walk. You could have just walked straight.
Yeah.
But I'll say,
all the way around so you can see her. Stare at her. But that's what they be doing, bro. They'll be staring at you through the mirror. Just like hard as shit. So you be scared as shit.
I'd be locked in.
Yeah, I'll be just staring at myself.
I'd be locked in.
I have to tell him, I'm like, yo, get out the way. Because, like, if I, like, especially when I'm doing heavy sets, I like to stare myself in my eyes. It's like, you got this. So you can't let this shit drop. I be looking deep in my shit. No homo. That shit kind of weird. But I be looking at myself,
is that
man.
Thing working still?
Yeah, it's on. I be looking at myself. I'm like, yo, there's no way that I'm gonna drop this. Like, go, keep pushing. Right. And then I was doing a slightly heavy set, and I was going down, and then he walked by, and bro, that like for some reason like knocked me off my balance, bro. I was like, what the fuck?
He did?
And I put it up. No. Just him walking in front of me and like disconnecting the eye contact I had with myself, like kind of like messed me up. I was like, yo, what the hell? That felt weird as hell. I told him, I was like, you can't step in front of me, bro. You can't be doing that. Oh man, that's funny as hell. What you got going on? Can I hit
you with this? Oh, my nose just went away. met you with this. There's nothing wrong with having an ego, because there's nothing wrong with feeling important.
There is, if you not justifying it.
But the ego needs to be regulated. The problems arise when it affects your decision making. I feel like pretty much what that is like when you let your ego take control. And you start obviously making and going out of your way and acting, not you.
Cracked out.
Yeah.
So would you say the ego is you, or is the ego something completely different? Because I've heard of alter ego, and that's kind of like, the Kobe Mamba mentality, But would you say that the ego and your true self are two different people? Because I seen this thing, it was talking about how like we spend our entire life chasing after goals that belong to the ego. The ego is about power and attention, while our soul is about love and happiness.
That's literally.
But if you go back around, I have to go back around and talk about it, because that's literally the narrative that the media pushes to make you feel bad for wanting to accomplish more and be successful. So there's nothing wrong with wanting to be what was it?
The best?
No. There's nothing wrong with power and attention, but as long as it's regulated. Like, everybody wants power to a certain extent. Like, don't you want to be the man who walks in the room, you're like, yo, let me get this, let me get that, this, that, and it gets done. Everybody wants that. And I feel like any girl wants that too. It's not just a guy. I feel like if a girl is like, yo, same thing. If a girl walks into the room and she's, that B word, I don't want to use it because, but
they can't stop greatness, bro.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Is that bad? Is power and attention? Because also if you think about like power hungry people, like people who don't have power and then they get power, they go crazy with it.
Yeah. They go nuts.
So is that bad? Or is that you?
You have to regulate it.
Is that you? Is your ego you, or is it something else?
In that case, it is you.
It is you? But because
it's like
do you agree that your soul is happiness and
the same with money? I think I remember you saying that
money's not real. So
I remember you saying when you become rich and
that your true
that amplifies amplifies who you are.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, I would guess, but it's like it depends on who you are. I mean, no, it doesn't. Does it really? Yeah, it does. Because if you're an arrogant person who's never had power and now you have power, you're going to abuse the shit out of that. So, like, for example, I don't want to talk too much into it, but let's say for, like, now the world is basically run by geeks, if that makes sense. Like, no, think about it. Who are the most powerful people in the world now? It's like computer, like people who develop, like, apps and stuff like that. It's like back in the day, it was people who were, like, actually, like, had to go out in the world and do something. Now, a kid could literally sit in his room and create a software program and boom, he's a millionaire. He's a billionaire. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they never got to learn those lessons of like, having to go out and like learn the way of life and make it that way. Now it's like, no, I'm gonna be a geek who never works out. I'm gonna buy an altcoin and then boom, I'm rich. And now they're targets really, but my train of thought just left my brain. What was I just talking about? I'm sorry. That's crazy. It literally just left.
Bro. I'm not gonna, the amount of times it happens to me, bro.
Yeah, it was the important thing too. Oh, abusing power. So it's like, for example, let's use Mark Zuckerberg, for example. Look at him. Does that look like somebody before he was rich? Does that look like somebody who had power?
He looks like an alien, bro. That's what he looks like.
Yeah, he does. He has weird as shit. But does he look like somebody who had power before? Really. No, exactly. So now that he has power, look at all the shit that he'd be doing with Facebook and stuff like that. Like, Facebook knows everything about you and everything you like and everything that you will like in the future, because they already got an algorithm that says what you're gonna like in 3 months. Like, that's weird as shit. Like, he abusing the shit out of his power because he has a company. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, now take somebody who. I'll use Andrew Tate as an example. He's been beating the shit out of people since he was a kid. You know what I'm saying? He has power. He's had power. So now that he's rich, you don't see him taking advantage of shit like that. Or like, he probably could if he really wanted to, but
he
doesn't. But it's like, now is that is a part of a weak ego. Like Mark Zuckerberg and them, they have weak egos. You say something bad about Facebook, he'll geek out. You know what I'm saying? Like he doesn't know how to control himself. I mean, I don't know him personally, so I'm also speaking of like what I seen from narrative. He could also be an amazing person. I don't know him, so
probably.
You know what I'm saying? But it's just how can you have a weak ego and then get into power? That's just a recipe for disaster at that point. That's very bad.
True that.
And then, what are your thoughts when you hear somebody says the world doesn't revolve around you? Because you can, like, if you have a strong ego,
your word, because my word does.
Exactly. So that's what you think.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
That's the same way I see it. It's like it's true. The world does revolve around me, and your world revolves around you.
Right.
So it's just like I can't see anything else from your perspective. I can't see it from his perspective either. So that's kind of weird when people.
I see no one but us. Yeah, man. I mean, in my world, I'm him.
Yeah. What is your advice for people who don't think that they're them?
I think that you should start thinking that you are important. This is the thing, right? I know that, especially with social media,
people could fake their life. So
not even
easily,
that. I'm trying to get into like the people could bring you down and make you feel not important because of like the way you look, what you wear, anything dumb. People are trying to make just fun of any other people just for fun. But and I get that.
But if you let it affect you, that's
what I'm saying. That's when it comes to you. Like you gotta have the mentality, not even the mentality, but like also the ego. Like you gotta know that you're important, and this is also the thing. You gotta find people that tells you that you're important. Because to be honest with you, bro,
to a certain extent, because you can't rely
on people.
You can't have yes men,
right? No, right. But I'm saying like, if you want to conquer the world, you need help. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You need people that's gonna bring you back up when you're down, when you're your lowest. You know what I mean?
But then you also have to have that sense of accountability on yourself too. You can't always rely on another person to do that. So it's like I use this example, but like
that's what the ego comes in. Now you know you're that person. You know you're not. You are. Damn. You know you're that guy.
Yeah. To the extent where like you wanna like, I don't know how to like improve your mental health, I guess, but there's no such thing as Rambo. Like there's not one person who could do everything. You know what I'm saying? Like you need to make sure you have a team built around people who have certain qualities that maybe you don't have, and that y'all all could learn. Because bro, think about it, is let's say we have 20 people in one room, and there's no snakes. There's no like bad. Everybody's just in there for like with good intentions, and you could trust them. Who can stop that?
It's 20 brains, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Like there's really not much you can stop. So it's like, now does everybody have an ego in there? Probably. Yes, everybody probably thinks they're that person, but it's like you also don't need to like prove yourself to other people. So like that's kind of where the ego comes in as well, because if you have a weak ego and you think you have a strong ego, now you gotta act like or like somebody does something or accomplishes something and then you get hurt or something, like now you're showing that you're really not that person.
That's one of the things that happened to me. I'll be honest, in the very beginning of my baseball ward, I wasn't good always. I was ass at some point, and what I messed up on was that I obviously let my ego took over me. I wasn't starting, so I was wishing that the kid that was starting in front of me would do bad. Or not got hurt, just did bad.
I did that once, I'm not gonna lie.
So I would get his spot. You know what I mean? And it's like, and then that's why, and I'm gonna hit you with some crazy facts. So that's why now I'm like, I'm like, I know my worth, and I'll be real. I'm not, and it's gonna sound so bad, but if you find somebody that can play better than me, congrats. Keep him, use them. But me, I'm not gonna put my talents here. I'm not gonna waste my time here. I'm gonna go somewhere else where I feel like they need me. So some of the team that I know I can. I mean,
help. I feel like that's with everything in life. Like, I know you're using the baseball example, but like if you don't know your self-worth, people are gonna take advantage of you crazy. So like, let's say let's use a baseball example. Let's say, for example, I'm at a school who I obviously know I'm good, and then the coach doesn't see that. The coach has some bot in front of you or something like that. Now you just wasting hella time that you could have just spent somewhere else where they actually cared about you and actually got a lot further. So it's like you gotta evaluate everything around you, but also know, like, let's say for example that kid that's in front of you is actually putting in hella work and he is better than you. That's like, now are you just, is it just your ego speaking? Like you just want to be on top of that person just to be there?
Right. And not only that, I came to the point that growing up, bro, I grew up and I was playing with and against people that had the same level as me. So the competition was tough. It was hard to get in. You know, you had to really, really prove yourself that you could help the team.
Yeah.
And then I'm not gonna lie. In the beginning of high school, I wasn't starting night. I was like, man, if it's better than me, play him. You know, at the end of the day, I'm here to win. I'm not.
Yeah.
But I'm also obviously I wanna get my playing time. But
everybody wants to play. Everybody wants to be the top dog.
You know what I mean? If it's about winning, and you as a coach think that he could do a better job than me.
But some coaches be bots sometimes, bro.
Yeah.
Because if you think about it, especially the DHS days, there were some bots in those teams, man. But that's a different topic for a different day. But back to like the team and the people you have around you. You are, like I said, you don't want yes men around you. You want people that hold you accountable for everything that you're doing. So it's like you need to make sure that they have an ego and that their ego is in check as well. Because, bro, I don't care what anybody says. I don't think having an ego is bad. I think that people just tell you that just so that you could, you know, be easy to tame type stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that they could control you. It's like, no, I'm my own person. I'm going to think the way I think. And if you don't like it, well, then you just don't deserve to be in my life. That's really it. But people get stuck in that. People can't just be like, yo, I'm going to move to a different country or something. I'll move schools. Like, sometimes the situation is hard, so you also have to understand that, but you affect and you could control every single aspect in your life. So
definitely, that's also one of the things too that my ego was so strong too that like I was like, I get it, he's good, but trust me, I'm just as good as him.
Yeah,
you know, I'm gonna make you really put you in a spot so you can make a decision who's gonna get the starting position.
Yeah,
because I know I was good and I know that kid was good too.
Yeah.
But if it comes down to it, I know I had a better edge. And that's just my mentality. That's just, you know.
You have to. Because it's like, bro, there's nothing that one person or one human is doing that another can't do.
Right.
It's just,
you know.
Like, if I believe that if I put my mind to it, I could become the next LeBron James or something like that. Obviously, I don't have the same physical abilities, but I'll make it happen. Like, that's the type of mentality you have to have in any field, in any endeavor that you want to get into.
Be the best at what you do, bro.
Literally. But also if you really care about it, because obviously if you don't care about a certain thing, why would you waste the time and energy and putting it into something you don't care about? But you also have to do stuff you don't care about sometimes. I'm talking about more hobbies and stuff like that, not, you know, work, because sometimes you gotta do things you don't want to do. As long as you gotta pay the bills. It's like, we're in the system. You
gotta pay these bills.
You know what I'm saying? But you know, what I see is like, now with that thing in Canada, it's like, damn, are they really trying to regulate that? Like, what's next? What can they do?
That's tough.
And I'm out, but I also seen something that's that was like maybe from, I was watching a podcast with somebody who's Canadian. It was like from you know Michaela Peterson? You know Jordan Peterson?
Jordan Peterson? I know Jack Peterson.
No, I was thinking about somebody else, but she was saying that Canada never had like free speech like that. It's never like, people would think that Canada is like the U.S. when it comes to free speech. Canada was never like that.
It's not?
No. And I was like, yo, what? I always thought they had like the same type of rules as here, but no. And it's like, damn, if they're really gonna hold you back that far, like, you gotta be able to move, do something, get out of there.
Listen to this. One of the biggest reasons why ego could be your enemy is that it keeps out of touch with reality. Keeps you out of touch with reality. Your ego is what prevents you from hearing critical but necessary feedback from others.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, no matter how strong my ego is, I'm always down to learn something new. Or like, if I know somebody knows something that I don't know, because obviously somebody's gonna know something you don't know. Like, it doesn't matter who you meet. You could meet like a complete person who you think is a weirdo. They might have a fact that could benefit you that you don't know. You know what I'm saying? So like, I'm not gonna let my ego take over me and be like, nah, I'm better than this. Like, I'm my biggest critique, or like my biggest critic. You know what I'm saying? Like, despite like the people I have around me or anybody who see something, I know that at the end of the day, I have to look myself in the mirror and be like, all right, I have to either fix this or do that from what somebody else told me. Because they're not, I mean, some people do say stuff just to say it, but the people who you care about don't just say stuff just to say it. Or the people that care about you. Better way to put it, really.
You got more points?
Bro, this has been a good episode. I feel like we gotten the points across.
Hold on, before we finish. Sorry, guys.
No, you do.
So,
last episode, still rolling. It's still Cocked In Podcast, episode 22, man. Last episode,
I did something. And I'm going to do it again. I'm going to hit you with some questions.
The quick fire?
Yeah, I see.
Quick fire, Clocked In Podcast. What's up?
I need to see where your head is at.
See what these questions are looking like.
Well, this is like an open.
Is it multiple questions or just one?
Just what you think.
Okay.
Can you deal with what you tolerate?
Can I deal with what I tolerate?
Mm-hmm.
And you're gonna have to elaborate.
Can you put up with
what I put up with? Basically, right?
Yeah.
I mean, if you put up with it, then yeah. But
until
I think I don't know if I'm getting exactly what you mean with the question.
You know what? Skip that.
No. Because I feel like, wait, hold up. Let me see. Is it like, because if I put up with something, I put up with it. But does that mean that I wanted to put up with it? Is that what you mean? Can I put up with some? Can I say the question again, bro? You got me.
This is the question. If you could live in another country.
Nah, go back.
For a year.
You're not slick. Go
back.
No.
With the ability to move everything here from to another country.
What?
Bro, come on, you're making me repeat the same question.
Because I wanted you to go back to the other question.
If you could live in another country for a year.
If I could live in another country from a year and then move the stuff from here to that country, would I do it?
Mm-hmm.
Where would my positions?
Yeah, where would you go?
Honestly, I've been watching too much Andrew Tate, but from somewhere where I'm free and somewhere where I know I can do something and get away with it. Not to the point where I'm doing like illegal stuff and like, killing people or stuff like that, but like, say for example, the example that he uses is like a parking ticket. Like you get a parking ticket here and you don't pay it for a couple. Let's say you don't pay it for. It starts off you don't pay it, so they send you they double it. So like, let's say you start with $100 ticket, then it goes to $200, and then they multiply from there, and then it's $400, and then from $400 it goes to $800, and then they just keep going until let's say you drew it out for over a year. They could come and take your house if you own a house. You know what I'm saying? Like the government, if you piss off the government, they're gonna come. So obviously, a country where they don't care, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, maybe let's say I'm in DR, bro. There's no parking tickets in DR. People just park. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't care about that shit. Where I have freedom, and it's beautiful, honestly. Oh, and where there's Wi-Fi, because need that internet money. Can't be just slacking.
What's the favorite memory that you had with me?
With you? I feel like that I don't know if you remember the day in New York. We slept over in New York. It was just so random and like not planned that it was like something I will never forget.
It was good.
Yeah, it worked out way better than we thought it was going to. That's the number one spot
in New York. You know that?
Yeah. It was just weird, bro. I don't know. That was so random. Like nobody knows unless they were there. But that's really it. I kind of can't elaborate on it too much. Can we?
Nah. That's just that was just a trip. We go to the grave with them, bro.
Yeah, bro. That shit was fun. Like it wasn't intended to be fun, but it was fun. You know what I'm saying?
It was supposed to be a business.
Yeah, it was. But we ended up.
Well, it was somewhat business.
It was because that's what we were talking about. But
what was one act of kindness you experienced last week?
That I experienced last week, like somebody did to me, or that I did to somebody?
That somebody did to you.
Act of kindness that somebody did to me in the last week. I can't remember anything like significant off the top of my head. Probably they making me food or something. I think I can't like remember anything out of that. I'm trying to think.
What's the compliment you receive most often?
People call me fucking like a pretty boy or some shit like that.
That's cap.
I'm being dead serious. I'm cute as shit. I don't care what Kenny says.
There you go.
That's really, bro. And everything, like, especially at my job, like, bro, everybody, oh, you pretty boy. I'm like, all right, bro, whatever you say. Like,
what do they mean by pretty boy, though? Like,
I guess that I'm attractive. I don't know. Bro, I've never had an issue with females, so I guess I'm attractive in some way. And I've always, I mean, I never had the confidence like that when I was younger. Well, yeah, I never had the confidence when I was younger because I was, I was skinny as shit and didn't care about how I looked. Really, I just was like, yeah, I'm gonna go out and wear anything that I find, But I guess with time, putting in that work in the gym and stuff like that, you learn to love yourself and stuff. So like now, I guess I'm considered a pretty boy because I take care of myself. And like I said before, bro, everybody in our group is attractive. I don't think we have an ugly person except for Stanley. Stanley kind of ugly.
I agree.
Shout out Stanley. Stanley is that's my fucking boy. But I don't think anybody's really ugly in our friend group, bro. What you say?
It's so
now I feel bad because I feel like I was fucking picking Stanley.
now you gotta get yourself out of this.
Nah. Bro, I said what I said. I'm gonna have to deal with the consequences.
Call him cute.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Say no. Yeah. I said what I said, man. I didn't mean it in a bad way. If you took it the bad way, then that's on him. But
Oceans or mountains?
Oceans or mountains?
Mm-hmm.
Like, in what sense?
Would you rather be on?
On?
Yeah.
A mountain.
A mountain?
Yeah, because, like, bro, you'll be in the top of the world, literally.
What, the mountain's, like, not too high?
Oh, no. Because if I'm going to climb a mountain, going to be some big shit.
Think about it, bro. The ocean, 90 degrees, clear water, food.
No, I mean, yeah, I don't know, because are you saying like in a survival term?
Nah, what you rather be on?
Like right now. Like if I could pick between being on the ocean, like am I on a beach or like am I in the middle of the ocean? Like I'm confused.
Ocean, bro. You could be in either one.
No, I'm picking the mountain. I always wanted to like climb a mountain.
What if the mountain is like a jungle? What if the mountain is what is the in Brazil the Amazon
I don't know what you're trying to say, bro.
The jungle, bro. The jungle.
Mountains usually don't. I mean, it depends on how high the mountain is, but they usually don't have trees and stuff like that. So I don't know. You think about like
mountain don't have trees,
bro. If you think of like most mountains are just straight up mountains. They don't have trees on them. You can't grow trees on rock. I'm talking about mountain. Like we gotta define like mountain here.
Like the mountain of
Like if you think about like Mount, like let's see if it, like the biggest mountains in the world, they don't have trees on them. That's what I'm thinking. When you say mountain, that's what I think of. Cause bro, we live in a mountain in here in Danbury. Like this is like some streets be like this, some streets be high. Like, we technically live on like mountains. If that makes sense.
All right, let me rephrase. Would you rather be
in the water,
in the ocean as a beach, or a mountain as what's the highest mountain?
Everest?
Mountain? Yeah. What you rather be on? I'm not gonna lie. The air probably is crispy, bro.
Yeah, but it's like, bro, how often do you go to the beach?
A lot.
That's what I'm saying. So like, you see a beach all the time, technically, and like.
But what about a beach from like DR, though, like the clear water, the Becao?
But like I've seen it before. Like I've never been on a mountain. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I just want to experience different shit. So I'll pick mountain. That's my final answer. That's the last one.
Respect that.
And they told me shout out to Madisha. How do you say it? Madisha. Shout out Madisha. She told me that she loves the videos, likes them, and watches them all the time. So shout out Madisha. Yeah, you got Jandier plugged you in. You know what I'm saying? But is that that was your last question?
Yeah, man.
What was the first question you said, bro? You got me stuck.
So, thank you guys for watching. Another episode is clocking.
Not
episode.
Done. We're not done.
Podcast.
We're not done,
episode
bro. What time is
22.
it? You forgot? What time is it? Man, he forgot. That's the crazy thing about it.
It's time for us.
He forgot.
It's time for us to go. Yo, this has to.
No, it's not time for us to go. What time is it?
You always make me say it, but I said last episode.
Oh my gosh, it's clocking out with purpose, man. This is the segment in the show where we try to leave y'all with some motivation or a quote that we found that we think is either motivating or is relevant to our topic on the show today. So you want to play rock, paper, scissors again, since you go first?
I won, so you go first now.
Okay. All right. So my quote, I believe it was said by Alexander the Great. Through every generation of human race, there has been a constant war, a war with fear. Those who have the courage to conquer it are made free. Those who are conquered by it, made to suffer until they have the courage to defeat it, or death takes them. Need me to say that again?
I want you to say that as if I was a 3-year-old kid.
Okay. I'm going to say it one more time fully, and then I'll explain it to Kenny's little brain. Okay? Through every generation of human race, there has been a constant war, a war with fear. Those who have the courage to conquer it are made free. Those who are conquered by it are made to suffer until they have the courage to defeat it, or death takes them. So, through every single generation of Earth, no matter what, humans have always been afraid of something. Something has always stopped them from reaching their total
potential
capacity, to 99 overall. You know what I'm saying?
I want you
if it was maybe the animals that were, too powerful for them and that they couldn't kill, rulers that were taking advantage of them, or taking advantage of the fact that people were ignorant and they didn't know what they were doing, fake propaganda, something like that. You know what I'm saying? Something that kept people in that fear mindset where they thought that they couldn't do something because they were afraid of doing it. So it's either you conquer it and you're free. So you think for yourself, you reach your highest potential, you are him basically, or you're taken by it until you do get that ability, or until you die.
Now I want you to say that if I was 2 years.
All right, little boy. Listen. So you're either gonna be afraid.
Hey man, I was joking. Okay.
Nah, I'm gonna say it one more time. Don't be afraid of anything. Go out there, be the best person you are, because if you're not, you're gonna die.
So
that's kind of messed up.
My quote: a bad day for your ego, it's a great day for your soul.
Bad day for your ego, a great day for your soul. Now elaborate, because I feel like it's been a great day for my ego and for my soul today.
I feel like so.
Actually, I'll say it's been a good day for my ego. I wish I could have gone outside and got some more sun. That's really,
I'm gonna give you an example. Let's say you're bragging about something, right? Something that you about to do, right? Yeah. And then you don't end up doing it for whatever reason, and then people is like, "Oh, what's up? What happened
with this?" That's why you gotta stay quiet.
So you stay quiet and like you kind of humble yourself. I guess.
No, I mean like stay quiet with what you're doing until it happens.
Yeah, but not everybody's like that. So for people that do that, I guess that helps their soul in the way, as in like let me make sure that I say the right words, or let me make sure that I don't speak before I think. You know what I mean?
I got you.
I feel like thinking before you speaking is very important. I said that before. I'm gonna say it again.
Yeah,
that's a must.
I mean, people just be blabbermouth out here just saying anything, and that's gonna lead to your downfall one day. They do say that the smartest person in the room is the person who's quiet and paying attention and listening. Yes,
sir.
But a lot of people don't think like that, and they don't care. But that has been episode 22 of Clocked In Podcast, man. Episode 22. Hopefully you can see.
I didn't say 22 early.
Either way. Hopefully you can see the little. I'll see if you find out the difference in this episode. Just hit the comments. And then hopefully by next episode we have that one up too. And then I don't know about these things, but we'll see. We'll figure it out. It's gonna happen.
Thank you guys for tuning in. We
love
man. You.
We have to clock
Some
out.
of you.
I love everybody, man. If you hate me, that's on you. But let's clock out, man. Let's get out of here.
Clock out. Thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for next episode.
Yes, sir, man.
Next upgrades.
We'll catch you.
Love ya. Cuídense el dulce. Don't say what you always say. I'm gonna end it right here. Bye.
Okay,